Namaste, friends. Let's get active. I'm Mona Flynn. Thank you for joining me today as we talk about how to use a wall, any wall, as it is considered an official yoga prop. Today, we're going to use one shape and note how it is actually 4 different poses and how the wall might make it a little bit more accessible as well as a little bit more challenging so that anyone can take this on with great variety and exploration. Let's begin. But first, we are going to start with a little bit of Warrior 3. And there are many ways to use the wall for Warrior 3, but I'm going to start with estimating a very comfortable Warrior 1, and that will give me an opportunity to ground, to have this rebound energy of the wall, and to use how the back heel is going to come against the wall and give me added strength work and stability. As I come into a fold, finding a focal point, I can find the wall and use the push into both feet to adjust, squaring the pelvis best possible, reaching out through the arms, charging the legs, staying long in the spine, especially the lengthening of the front body. And then returning in the reverse, finding that Warrior 1 with or without continued use of all 10 toes pointing forward. Then we want to do the same pose in an inversion. So we can go to a little bit of a handstand. And if I wanted to measure that handstand for the length of my legs, I can do it one of 2 ways. I can sit against the wall and note where my heels are, and then come placing the heels of my hands slightly ahead. In which case I can walk up the wall. There's no jarring effect. I can build upper body strength, push away into feet and hands, practice external rotation of the shoulders, and keeping core engagement so that I don't hyperextend. I get to explore taking one leg up, hence that same shape that we just had. As you build strength and resilience, you can build time in this position, and building the resilience of the shoulder girdle in general with this awareness of space becomes a wonderful way to take on many inversions and arm balances, surprising yourself all the time. Another variation is a standing pose with the same shape, with the foot pushing the wall. And so for this one, I'm going to use a strap. And again, I'm going to estimate. So I want the same shape. And I'm going to hook my foot and step facing the wall. So again, we have the same shape. This is Utthita Padangusthasana, hand to toe pose in a standing form. And if you didn't want to use the strap and just assume that very same shape, you could do exactly that. This was the shape that we had. Different ways to charge the body, use leverage, focus on what expands and what comes into play. Just appreciating all of the intricacies as you find different angles against gravity. But then we have one more way. So we were going to do 4 different orientations against gravity. And so the last one is from a reclined position. So I have this opportunity to take on the exact very same position. And from the floor, one leg tall, hand to toe pose. If your way is to hook with the strap, reach into the heels and bring your mind's eye to your inner landscape. Notice what the arms are doing. how the legs are responding. I like to encourage, especially when this is new, to place the heel ahead of the sitting bone. So there's no overarching, there's not that tendency. And this reaching into the inner heel of the wall leg means internal rotation. Yeah. But the top leg, its job is to send sitting bone toward the heel of the other leg in whichever orientation. If you were standing, if you are doing that warrior three, if you are doing that handstand preparation. And so it is an external rotation. And when your back is supported and you can build a little bit more time and awareness, you can put those actions into play. There's this dichotomy of sitting bone goes toward that heel, but the quadriceps help to bring the weight of the leg, toes towards you. And so you'll feel the spaciousness and the engagement and the comprehensive aspect of this pose, and then apply it in all of the other orientations. Be sure to do both sides and to recognize that the wall is an official yoga prop